Hey everybody, thanks for watching. I hope you're doing well. Today I just want to give you a little story about the perils of alcohol and hopefully this can help some people out there. My personal journey has been an easy one, but I know a lot of people struggle. So with this message, hopefully some people can get some help from it. I was born and raised Muslim, so I always knew not to drink alcohol. It's strictly forbidden in Islam, but that's not without struggle because a lot of people still drink, no matter their religion. Even in Christianity, everybody knows you can say what you want, but everybody knows you can't be getting smashed. And there is some excuses about, oh, just you can't get to drunkenness, but generally, we all know we shouldn't be drinking. For me, even though I knew not to drink, there was a certain point in my life where I really wanted to drink. I saw other people having fun and it looked like such a good time. I wanted to try it so bad. So I was very close because I remember seeing it around me and other people doing it. And I was like, you know what? I just want to experience it and see what all the fuss is about and just have that experience. And for whatever reason, I got distracted or whatever it was, I never did it. I also built a reputation around my friends of never drinking alcohol. So it came to a point where if I drank, it would have killed my personal brand. So I remember there was a point where I wanted to drink, but then like other people would know and I don't want to keep it a secret. And then I had that battle with myself. Being raised as a Muslim and following its values, I remember there was a point in my life where I was just like, Islam is amazing. I love everything about it, but just this one alcohol thing. I wish there was some leniency there. I love everything about Islam. It's taught me so much. It's made life so beautiful. The Quran is just packed with so many valuable life lessons that if you follow, you're going to be set for life. But at the same time, I always had this thing in my head, like, I just wish I could drink so I could experience what everybody else is experiencing. Anyways, I struggled with this idea for a little bit, but by God's grace, never touched it, never took a sip of it. Even if people asked me to pass it to them, I wouldn't do it. When we were younger, it was around. People would be like, hey, pass the bottle. I'd be like, can't do that. Or, hey, you're on your way. Can you pick up a bottle for us? Can't do that. I can pick you up some water. You want some snacks? No problem. And as life goes on, I know you shouldn't even be around it. You shouldn't even be in that company. And now generally I pretty much stay away from that whole world. But the main thing I wanted to get to here is that even though I had a desire, I never drank. But later on in life, when I see all my peers growing up and when they were younger, we're all in our 20s having a good time, right? I see them having a good time. That's when I had the desire. But now that everybody's a little bit older and everybody has families, I can see the toll it's taken on people. Another thing with alcohol is, from my understanding, smoking goes hand in hand. So when you're in your 20s, you don't really see the physical damage. Young, handsome dudes in their 20s, now you can see over the years, their skin is sagging, yellow eyes, bad teeth, coughing, hacking up stuff, right? And it's come to a point now where from the people I talk to, they don't even want to drink. It's taken such a toll on their life and on their lifestyle and on everything they do that they don't want to drink. It's come to a point where they just can't get this monkey off their back. And through that experience, seeing these people and talking with them, years later, I remember my desire to drink. And now it's come to a point where I'm so grateful I never even took a sip because you never know what's going to get you. It could just be one sip. And from my understanding, it's so good. It's so much fun. Now you know what it's like and you can't give it up. It's just, you're having a blast all the time. Why would you give up? Even the consequences of it comes later on. It's not immediate consequences. So it's even harder to give up. Plus, when you're addicted to something, it's very easy to justify. And as things are falling apart, you could just blame it on other things. So with my personal experience, what happened was I wanted it so bad. And 10 years later, now I'm at a point where I'm like, thank God I dodged that bullet. And by God's grace, for whatever reason, I was protected. So coming from, oh, I wish I could drink one day. Now I'm even so much more grateful for Islam and Quran and the teachings because I've seen the damage it does. So now I'm just from being like, oh, I wish I could drink. It's like, thank God the Lord Almighty outlawed alcohol because it's just not worth the struggle. And another wild thing is you can't just buy yourself out of it. It doesn't matter about your finances or your wealth or your connections. This is something that you got to struggle with personally. And a lot of people can't escape that. So this message is for anybody that maybe was going through what I was going through when I was younger, where I just kind of wanted to party. and experience it. And I can tell you now, I am so grateful that I never indulged. It's a point in Islam where, most people know we pray 5 times a day, but you could always do extra. You could always do voluntary prayers on your own whenever you want, aside from the obligatory prayers. So once in a while, I think about dodging that bullet and how much that saved my life. I'll do an extra prayer just to be grateful to the Lord Almighty for whatever reason, protecting me and saving me from having to deal with that. So anybody struggling with this, let me know how I can help. And if you're not struggling with it, or if you haven't started, I'm telling you, it's not worth the headache. You have such an advantage in life when you don't have to deal with these things. If you don't have to deal with smoking, drinking, drugs, whatever, if you dodge all these bullets, you have such an advantage in life. Just waking up with a clear mind, not being hungover, just such an advantage. And just be high on life. Wake up every day grateful and be thankful for everything that is positive in your life. I see other people struggling, and it's just a message I want to get out there for people that hopefully they can get out of it. You also have to consider, if you need professional help, get it. That's no problem. You got to just accept that this is a condition and you're going to get help. I have a buddy who got help in their 50s. One of their main regrets, and other people say the same thing, is that I wish I got help earlier. If I started this program earlier, life would have been amazing. And everything's great with his family now, his siblings, his relationship with his kids. Everything is just turned into a positive experience. Even their own family, they're like, man, I wish we did this earlier, because he's just such a great human being now. He was always a great human being. But once alcohol takes control of your body and your mind and your thoughts, it's extremely difficult to loosen its grip and break free. So instead of going through all that struggle and dealing with all that energy, try to avoid it. However, if you're already in too deep, consider getting professional help and live your life to the fullest. But thanks for watching. Let me know your stories in the comments. Let me know how I can help. And please inspire people in the comments. And if somebody has broken free from this struggle, then talk about it in the comments and help inspire others. But thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Share this with others. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.